It's the Caleb
So in terms of Yawg Will, Mind Twist plays well with some of the cards you would want. Cabal Ritual is like a direct card that you would want. And Mystical Tutor can help tutor and help put it all together. We're going to take Mystical Tutor and try and will that Ritual. Is the plan here. Just going to grab a discard spell, try and cut black in the process. I could see playing Sorin if it wheels. Makes it easier to tendril somebody sometimes. Well, I could see a draw 7 working out. Excuse me. Ooh, Watergrave, perfect. Does the green Yawg room count? I don't think so. I think Breach is closer to being a Yawg's Will than that card. This pick is between Raucous Theater and Voidwalker. I think I'm going to Theater. I guess just a blue fetch, get that Watergrave. Grixis mana bases can be tricky. Maybe some looting action, maybe some more red filtering. Command isn't good. Kolaghan's Command? It's not really... So Kolaghan's Command is like a nice 2-for-1, right? If you're playing a deck that cares about 2-for-1s, then it can be okay. That's not really what we're doing. I guess Snuff Out, huh? Hey, the Cabal Ritual came back. Wheel of Fortune fills up the graveyard for Cabal Ritual nicely. Black card's wheeling, it's a good sign. Means if a Yawg's Will is opened, we're likely to get it. Wow. Yeah, Black's is very open, The Voidwalker came back. I'm gonna grab that frog. Yeah, I'm gonna draft the frog and hope to wheel Badlands. If the frog wasn't in the pack, I'd be looking at Flash, I think, because it's like, kind of cute with Itali. You get Mystical Tutor for it. Looking at Vamp Tutor, looking at Archon. Looking at Black Cleave, looking at Bone Shards. Maybe Frantic Search is interesting. Narset's cute with Wheel, but it's very hard to cast. I think we already have a solid number of discard outlets such that I don't need to prioritize these two. I'm just going to grab a duel. Ooh, Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, I'm into it. I guess I'm grabbing Manamorphose. Not a bad one to Yawg Will back. If we'd taken the Flash earlier, then we'd be on Worm now, of course. Hey, there's LED. There's Exhume here, which would pair nice with our Itali and such, but Lion's Eye Diamond fits the Yawg Will step. And that is, of course, what we're doing here. There's a Tundrils. Y'all ever Tundrils before? Well, we got bullshit, Yawg Will. Oh shit, what up? Novellin throwing some gift subs into the chat. Congratulations to It's Birdcam. Scientowski, Street Justice 17, Someone Trivial, Gunagal, Big Sizzle, congrats to Lunavidian, Sunrex Boy, Raffle Flea, Basils, Polera, TDO1G, Steelman, Huskazy, Eeyore57, Thread Menace, McManery, Twitch user B, Your PD's 13, and Triscone. Congrats to all you fine folks, and thanks to Bellin. Exactly, the Tondals of Agonesi. Classic card. Currently, we don't have the islands for Gush, but Gush plays well with some of this. It's pretty good with Psychic Frog, for example. Yeah, cheers, Nibelin. Thanks for the 20 fucking gifted subs. Generous as hell. Show and tell? Yeah, I can see show and tell. Yeah, even if we don't get the Yogg's Will, Breach is doing something pretty similar. We'll at least have a deck here. Hey, Mr. Neb28, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 88 months there. Grabbing the Talisman there, mostly just in case we pick up Tinker in pack 3 here. Looking at Chromox, looking at Shallow Grave. I think I'm going to grab this Shallow Grave. Thundering Falls. Not really ideal. Oh, Bullmaster could win. I got excited for a second because I saw the 2 in a black, but it's Toxic Deluge, not Yawgmoth's Will. I guess I just grab Seal here, Thinking about the Verge. Thinking about Baleful Mastery. Well, I guess it's Emperor Bones, Seething Song can be a good ritual here, but you kind of need to combine it with Manamorphose for it to work. Thinking about just grabbing the Troll or the Darkslink. The nice thing about the Troll is it puts another card in the bin, gets you closer to Cabal Ritual threshold. I can see smacking somebody with it with Emperor Bones. Darkslink replacing an island, replacing a land is pretty nice, though. I guess they both would. Vivi's better? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it is. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out here, though. I think I'm going to cut this Talisman. And maybe the Voidwalker. Our mana actually looks pretty good. Which is surprising. I think I have some tracks from that playlist floating around. Blue Strag. One thing about Shallow Graving Archon or Atali is it's very unlikely to kill the opponent, but it's way easier to tendril somebody out from like 10 life than it is 20. So overall, I like it. Do need to make a cut. Maybe it's going to be Snuff Out. Maybe it's going to be Blood Chief's Thirst. Vivi plus Smog does not infinite, no. It would have to say or copied. It says cast. This is 8 red mana. 8 blue mana. 10 black mana. I guess that's okay. I'm gonna do this. Oops. Is this 12 black then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah, we'll play one more mountain then. Just think about how this Manamorphose. Might prefer to have one more red source in the deck. The Bloodstain Mire already had an untapped red to grab, though, with the Plateau. Let's see. Let's throw this puppy in the overlay. Yeah, we didn't get the Namesake. We didn't get the Yawgmoth's Will, but we got a deck that I'd be happy to throw Yawg's Will into with the Tendrils and the LED and such. Like a Cabal Ritual. And then we also have, like, a backup, right? Breach plays better with Brain Freeze than Tendrils, but it can do a Yawg's Will impression here. Which is what we needed. The mana here is not great, but having, like, Faithless Looting and Archon and Mystical can go get the Shallow Grave. We can get things rolling. I'll lead on Probe. So that might inform what I do with my Thundering Falls Surveil. Okay. Shit. The issue here is that the Collective Brutality is now going to get the Shallow Grave. Kind of a big issue. I'll just Mystical Tutor for fucking Wheel of Fortune then or something. It's like I tutored, but it's... So, like, if I just go turn 2 Faithless Looting, bin Archon, and pass with a blue up, when the Collective Brutality duress me, then I can Mystical Tutor in response and put the Shallow Grave on top of my library. Meaning that my hand would be essentially proof to the Collective Brutality. Instead, with it literally on top of the deck, I'm fucked. I can't do that. We're still going to keep it, but it's a bummer for sure. We only have one reanimation effect in the deck, so... So the issue with taking a turn to play the Voidwalker is they just kind of kill it. And then you let them get another land drop down. I think I like the Wheel of Fortune here. Wow, they just drawn a Necromancy. That means they could have more reanimation effects, though. Hitting a Tolly, huh, instead of Archon? Love it. Gambling. They found a Corpse Dance on their side, so they'll hit me for 5 with the Oculus. And my Bowmaster's brutal. I think I'm actually supposed to snuff out the Oculus. Take 1 less damage here. I guess we use this to get Water Grave. Let's see, so I gain 10, go to 11. They have 8 in play. We do have a Faithless Looting we can flashback. Oh, they actually have 10 damage, huh? Because we gave them a 2/2 here with our discard spell. Oh, and then flashing back Faithless Looting triggers the Bowmasters. I think that means I'm just dead, huh? Fuddruckers. Yeah, I don't know about that, Gratzky team. We set Bolus's Citadel down to like their last 12 cards here. All right, running it back, no changes. Yeah, if we had a turn 2 Psychic Frog, I'd be into it. Hey, that's bad aim. I guess I'll hold on to the Citadel. Just been a swamp here. One cool thing about Psychic Frog in Reanimator type mirrors is that it helps you have control of your graveyard. It means they're not able to animate dead something out of your bin because you can give this frog flying in response. Although maybe I'm not even playing frog now. Well, I guess that's kind of good against the Wheel of Fortune plan. All right, let's put the frog out. Go, my little froglet, go! I think the Snuff Out probably should have come out for the other removal spell, even if it's expensive to kick it. Waiting for Delta 3 to discard. Archon's good. The Edict side of it gets hindered by Bowmaster at least. Because you can sack the army token, and then the Archon draws a card and replaces the army token. So the frogs are destined to be the same size here. If we throw one ping at their frog, though, then they can't really block my frog. Yeah, I'm going to send one at their frog and the rest of their face. They can't give their frog flying. They certainly can. The currency converter is a May. You don't have to exile the converter. So that 2/2 is going to give them a little something to... Oh, they made a treasure token. Interesting. Yeah, I thought they'd be making a 2/2 to block the Orc army, but this makes sense. Did I fuck up? Were more Bowmaster pings supposed to go at this stupid frog, huh? Damn. I was like, I'm prepared for damage. Yeah, send 2 more pings at the frog and they don't just get to eat it there. I got 8 now. I'm sure the last card has a reanimation effect too. Interesting. Hold on. This is going to be lethal. Because the Archon by itself is 12 plus 10 there. GG. Well, we never got to Breach. I don't think I want to seal here. I think I want a Knight's Whisper next turn. No Shamstron. I think the only cube period that I've ever drafted where I chose to go second was a Land Destruction Desert Cube. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Red 7 thinks the Sob thinks 89 months there. Hello, hello. I knew I was wrong there too. At CubeCon one year, I drafted a Vehicles Cube where everyone was convinced it was correct to go second, and then I chose to play and I fucking murdered everybody, so... Well, that makes the Citadel look a little worse. I almost want to, like, seal for Archon and throw it into the Shelldock Isle. Just make sure that I have something good under there. I like the idea of sealing for, Wheel of Fortune, too. Am I uploading this? What do you mean? To YouTube? No idea. I have an editor that goes through my VODs and curates the YouTube videos. The green deck went 2-1. Lost to the Landfall Mirror. Yeah, it's difficult to describe how much better Vampiric Tutor is than Imperial Seal. Seems bad for me. I think I can scoop to that. Yeah, that's fine. I still have the deck around and find 1 more point of damage. Oh yeah, thanks for the match, Delve. Turn Inquisition and a turn 2 Frog would be sexy. We just don't have the turn 2 Frog is all. This hand is much less exciting. Both of us have nothing, but the opponent's got a lot more nothing than I have. That's an interesting card on top there. This is not that interesting, huh? They just answer it. Maybe I should have binned it. I wonder if they animate dead it if we just bin it. What if I just chill on it? No rush, right? So much land cycling. I think they're gonna animate dead here. Yeah, you got it. I think I might be fucked. That's what I think. I think Faithless Looting or Knight's Whisper, probably my best draws. Maybe Wheel of Fortune. Well, we're 1 mana away from a hardcast Atali, which could technically hit an Emrakul out of their deck, so it's certainly a live Atali. Putting in their cycle on, yeah. Oh, all right, Atali, you sexy fucking dinosaur. What do you got for me? Doesn't Atali hit Emrakul 100% of the time? I had a league where I set up Atali and Emrakul off flash like 3 games in a row, and then in the finals, I just like naturally hit. Oh, they have a Vamp Tutor to set up the Atali. I'm not gonna hit an Emrakul then, I guess. Damn, it would have been so cool. From my end, I've got a few things that gain life. There's an Archon in my deck, as well as Tendrils of Agony, and that could let me survive a troll hit here. I'm gonna put the fear in them. As though they just like gave me the best card ever, because now I've got putting like a discard outlet here in the stack first. Oh, okay. Well, that gives me some. Sure. It's not gonna work, like I'm dead, but it was correct for them to do it, so I didn't like discard an Archon and do something silly. It is funny how it worked out, though. GG. Yeah, the Troll is, of course, impossible to block. Well, we're 0-2, which is about what I already expect this deck to end up. It's, it has some ways of winning, you know, it's got, like, Void Walker and, like, Bowmaster plus Wheel of Fortune. There's some good cards in here. It's just, like, ideally you would surround those cards with a bunch of, like, counters and discard and card, you know, like, instead of, things trying to cobble together some kind of a combo, right? That's one of the reasons that Storm has just been like kind of bad in the cube. You can play the good new cards in it, but it's likely not going to be great in comparison to just disrupting the opponent and killing them with your lone card single threat. Anyway, that aside, we also didn't have any power, right? We didn't have Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Moxen, that sort of thing. Those cards, you know, they're pretty good. They give you a, what's the word? A bit of boost. Let you win some games that you wouldn't win otherwise. Proof that they should retire Yawg from the cube. We didn't even get the Yawg, but I kind of agree. I've seen it go 15th pick so many times. It's like pretty rare that we actually see it played. Anyway, I'm going to give this the old Dropperooski. I appreciate the Stip empty chance. I'll be firing up a fresh draft here in a second. Let's put this in the overlay, since I'm putting records in there.